Hey guys, my name is Justin Hedrick and welcome back to my channel. If you didn't get a chance to watch my first installation video, which I'm showing you here, please go do so. Like, comment, and share. Today I'm back with another custom wig, also with a custom color. If you're interested in seeing how this look turns out today, please keep on watching. So to begin guys, all I did was bleach the knots on the frontal. I used the BW2 powder along with a 30 volume developer. To see this more in detail, please just watch my first video. You just want to make sure the mixture is at a thick consistency. Just take your brush and lightly dab the bleach onto the lace, making sure that you're covering all the knots. To make this wig today, I'll be using a dome cap. I just put the dome cap on my canvas head and I'm lining the frontal up where I like it using my T-pin, securing it in place so that when I start to stitch, everything will be lined up properly. When sewing the frontal down to the cap, you want to make sure that your stitches are very close together and very tight. It'll just make the wig more durable and it'll last longer. I like to start at the center of the frontal and then I'll sew down one side and then I'll work my way to the other side. I'm just giving the frontal a slight tug, showing you that the stitches are tight. Also, I'm showing you the ear tabs. When sewing down the frontal, make sure that the ear tabs are completely off of the cap. It just makes it easier when it comes down to customizing it. I always like for my first weft to meet with the beginning of the frontal on the cap. So that's all I'm doing here is putting my first stitch, securing it in place, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. So I'm just doing tight stitches, working my way up the cap, and I'm using the flip over method with the wefts until I get towards the top. So I just finished sewing up the wefts in the back. I'm just showing you what the wig is looking like. Now all I'm going to do is just cut out that unneeded part of the dome cap. I'm just parting the wig here to show you guys what it's looking like. Show you if you take your time bleaching the knots, you'll get the results that you want. So this is how it's looking here. And also if you take your time stitching the wefts in the back, you'll be able to do a perfect half up, half down, and you won't have to worry about any of the wefts showing through. The colors I will be using today are by Adore, the Cotton Candy, and also by the Kiss Vivid Violet and the Pink Mania, and I will be mixing all three colors with the 20 volume developer. want the Vivid Violet to be the color closest to the root. So here I'm just showing you how I'm mixing it with the 20 volume developer before we begin.
There's a distance between us.
Being that the frontal is the shortest length, I want to make sure that I'm able to blend all three colors evenly. So I'm starting at the frontal and then I'm just blending it in with the very first track that I started to sew with.
But all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but
and guys, I never worked with the Kiss color before, and I must say I was very surprised at how good it smells. So don't pay me no mind, I was shook.
For quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
So exactly what you see me doing here now, I'm going to do this throughout the whole wig, just applying about a good 2 inches of the Vivid Violet. Okay, so you guys may start to notice that you may still see some of the blonde peeking through. I'm purposely doing that. I'm saturating it, but I'm not saturating it fully because when it's all finished, I want some of that blonde to still peek through. I just feel like it's gonna give it a cute pastel, kind of like cotton candy color feel to it.
And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
And for the frontal, I think I applied maybe like 1 inch to 1.5 inches for the Vivid Violet. And like I said before, I just want to make sure I'm able to fit all 3 colors. You know, I want to make sure it's an even transition for the 3.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish.
I finished applying the Vivid Violet towards the roots, so now all I'm doing is spot checking, making sure I got everything before I move into the next color.
Just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again.
To start the transition of color, I decided to go with the lighter pink, so the wig will go from dark to light to dark again. So right now I'm just applying the cotton candy pink by Adore. I didn't show it on camera, but I also mixed all 3 colors with the 20 volume developer, and that's just gonna give it a softer color. It won't make it as dark as it would have been, so I'm really excited about that.
I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, been fighting ways to get away, to see you again.
So guys, this is a perfect shot of what I was telling you before. I'm intentionally leaving some of that blonde. I want that blonde to peek through once I wash it all out and start styling it. I think it's gonna give it like a unicorn, you know, a real Barbie, a real, you know, girly type of soft look. And that's really what I'm going for. Y'all excuse me, I was playing some music. I can't remember what I was playing, but I was fucking them up. Hey, fuck them up. Hey, fuck them up. Hey, 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 hey. Y'all excuse me, I can't remember what I was saying. That's all I'm doing, just blending the Vivid Violet in with the Cotton Candy Pink by Adore. Just making sure that both colors are blended, but also not saturating it too much to where I'm covering all of the blonde. So guys, I love how it looks with the black, you know, the color black at the roots, but I honestly only started doing that because I was nervous to apply color at the root of the lace. But now it's time to get out of that. I'm gonna start facing my fears and, you know, challenging myself. So my next video will be with, you know, a blonde unit, but I'll be coloring it from the roots. So for my last color, I'm moving on to the Pink Mania, which is the darker pink. And being that this is the last color, I'm just slapping it on there and then I'll blend it as I go. Once I apply the color with the applicator brush, I just take my index finger and my middle finger and I just rub my fingers up and down the hair just to blend it in to give it an even look. Now that all of the colors are applied, I'm just taking my fingers and finger combing the hair, just blending everything, making sure everything is how I like it before I rinse it out. Hey, so all I did was just shampoo the wig and I just blow dried it. So all I'm doing here is parting the wig to show you guys the full color of how it really looks. I honestly only let this color sit for about 20 minutes because I just wanted the color to stain the blonde. I want it to be very light. I want it to look very pastel and, you know, just like cotton candy, to be honest. I know this hair is just for demonstration purposes only, but I actually like it. I love how some hair looks just freshly blow dried. Like if I just did my plucking and I were to apply it just like this, it would still look good without any styling at all. So when making my wigs, I never like to OD on the plucking just to get a nice picture, because you might do all of that plucking and then that plucking doesn't match your, your client's hairline. So I'm just doing very minimal plucking, enough to where it looks like I did some plucking, but also not too much to where, it's ready to be put on my client's head. All I'm doing here is just getting rid of that very noticeable line, that thick hairline. I'm just breaking that up, plucking it, thinning it down a little bit. So yeah, I just thinned it out just a little bit. I gave it kind of like a widow's peak, at the very center. And here I'm just showing you what I plucked out. Not too much. For whatever reason, my videos would not upload to my iCloud, so I could not download them. But all I did here was I used my 1-inch Marcel iron and I just went through each weft and I curled it and I pin curled it up. So all I'm doing here is just taking out those pin curls that I did. And I'm also using my wide tooth comb to spread out the curls. After you color your hair or color weave, heat always brings like an extra pop to the color. So right here, I'm loving how it looks. You can definitely see the transition from the vivid to the cotton candy to the pink Mania, and I love it. I'm using my Tresemme Firm spray. And I'm just using my electric hot comb, just laying down some of the flyaways and, flattening out the wig a little bit. And if you guys own one of these electric hot combs, please be careful. Or if you're thinking about getting one, please be careful because it gets very hot. I just wanted to part it again for you guys, show you how the lace was looking and show you the transition of the color. It looks really good. I'm definitely my own worst critic. Although I did like the style, I just feel like the curls weren't doing the color justice. So I went out and I purchased a ceramic curling wand by Red Kiss. It comes with a heating pouch and it also comes with a protective glove, which I'm showing you here. And here's the wand itself. It's 1/2 inch. So all I did was take about maybe like 2-inch sections and I wrapped the hair around the rod in a clockwise motion just to give it a wave look, and then I just pinned it up. When you're wrapping the hair around the wand, just make sure, you're twisting your wrist as you go. So you're like twisting the hair around the rod, if that makes sense. So now I finished curling it, and I'm just showing you what the wig looks like all pin curled up. Nothing fancy because they're about to be taken out right now. And as I take the pin curls out, I'm just pulling, I'm putting some tension, pulling the curls downward, just opening them up as I go. So if you're wondering why the curls look so tight and poofy, it's because I used the 1-inch curling wand. Of course, with any roller or iron that you use, if the curl is smaller, the tighter the curls will be. If the curl is larger, then, the looser the curls will be.
There's a distance between us.
All I'm doing now is going back in with my electric hot comb, laying down these flyaways and basically, training the hair to go in the position that I want it to go.
You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting.
So before I decided to comb out the curls with my wide tooth comb, I just decided to style it, as it is with this poofy style. And I like it because it definitely shows the transition of the 3 colors, shows how I blended them evenly and stuff. So it looks really good. Then all I did, like I said, I just combed it out using my wide tooth comb, and now I'm just going through trying to create like a little wave, just get all the curls to meet each other to create that wave that I want. Okay guys, so this is pretty much the finished look for this wig. I did 3 different looks using 2 irons, and I'm very satisfied with the color and how everything turned out. So right here, I just wanted to show you guys some pictures and some videos that I took from Snapchat. Again, I just freestyled the styling and I freestyled the color, just having fun, just, exercising my creativity. And I'm very satisfied with how everything turned out. And again, the colors that I used today are by the Vivid Violet and the Pink Mania and the Adores Cotton Candy. You can support me by following me on Instagram at TouchedByJustin, and you can also like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Justin Hedrick. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I have many more to come.